Welcome back, everyone. Tonight, we're talking about something so simple yet so mysterious: sleep. Why we need it, how it heals us, and what really happens when we close our eyes.
It's funny, isn't it? We spend a third of our lives asleep, and still, most of us don't fully understand what's going on.
Yeah, sleep isn't just rest, it's maintenance. Every night, our brains clean house, reorganize memories, balance hormones, and repair the body.
Exactly. Scientists call that process synaptic homeostasis. It's like our neurons spring cleaning, strengthening useful connections and trimming the unnecessary ones.
That's why pulling all-nighters makes us forget things. The brain hasn't had time to sort the data. True, when we're deprived, even just a few hours, our emotional regulation drops. The amygdala, the brain's alarm system, goes on overdrive.
Right. That's why people get snappy or anxious after bad sleep. The prefrontal cortex, which helps with reasoning and impulse control, slows down.
It's wild how quickly the effects appear. One night of poor rest can mess with attention, metabolism, and even immune function.
Exactly. There's a fascinating study from the University of Chicago. Participants who slept only 4 hours a night for a week showed glucose levels similar to pre-diabetes.
That's alarming. So lack of sleep can literally make the body act older or sicker?
Yeah, but on the flip side, good sleep strengthens the immune system. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone and cytokines that repair tissue and fight infection.
So sleep is like the body's night shift healing crew.
Perfect metaphor. While we dream, the immune system clocks in.
I think people underestimate deep sleep, the slow wave stage. That's when the body fully relaxes, heart rate drops, breathing slows, and the brain clears out metabolic waste.
The glymphatic system, right? It flushes toxins like beta amyloid, which, when built up, are linked to Alzheimer's disease.
Exactly. It's almost like the brain has its own lymphatic drainage system that only runs efficiently when we're asleep.
And then there's REM, dream sleep. That's when the brain is highly active, consolidating emotional memories and enhancing creativity.
I love that REM sleep helps us process feelings. It's like overnight therapy.
Yeah, emotional memory processing is fascinating. During REM, the stress chemical norepinephrine drops, so we can revisit emotional experiences safely.
So when people say, sleep on it, there's real neuroscience behind that phrase.
Absolutely. A well-rested brain literally solves problems better.
Speaking of problem solving, did you know sleep deprivation impairs the same cognitive functions as being slightly drunk?
Yep, about the equivalent of a 0.05% blood alcohol level after 17 hours awake. Reaction time slow, judgment blurs.
That's why late night driving is so dangerous. Microsleeps can happen without warning.
Exactly. The brain can't cheat biology forever.
Let's talk about circadian rhythm, the internal 24-hour clock. It controls when we feel alert or sleepy.
It's governed by the suprachiasmatic nucleus, a cluster of neurons in the hypothalamus that responds to light.
So, sunlight in the morning resets the clock, helping regulate melatonin and cortisol.
Yes, morning light suppresses melatonin and boosts alertness. Then, as evening comes and light fades, melatonin rises to signal bedtime.
That's why screen exposure late at night confuses the system. Blue light tricks the brain into thinking it's still daytime.
Exactly. One easy fix is dimming lights after sunset and using warmer tones.
Or better yet, step outside at sunrise. Just 10 minutes of natural light can anchor the rhythm.
That small habit alone can improve sleep quality.
Another underrated factor is temperature. Our core body temperature naturally drops before sleep.
Right. Cooler bedrooms around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius help the body fall asleep faster.
And a warm shower before bed can paradoxically help because it dilates blood vessels, making the body cool down afterward.
So the trick is to mimic the body's natural temperature drop.
Exactly. And then there's caffeine, the world's favorite stimulant.
Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors. Adenosine is a molecule that builds up throughout the day, creating sleep pressure.
So if you drink coffee late, you're delaying the buildup of that pressure.
That's why sleep experts suggest avoiding caffeine within 6 hours of bedtime.
Even chocolate and tea have enough caffeine to make a difference.
True. Then there's alcohol. People think it helps them sleep, but it actually fragments rest.
Yeah, it reduces REM and causes early awakenings. You fall asleep faster, but rest less deeply.
Exactly. So real relaxation comes from winding down naturally, breathing, reading, or journaling instead of relying on substances.
Speaking of winding down, what's your routine?
I dim the lights an hour before bed, make herbal tea, and avoid heavy screens. Sometimes I stretch or listen to ambient music.
That's nice. I journal, just small gratitude notes. It signals my mind that the day's complete.
That's a great cue. The brain loves consistency. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day stabilizes circadian rhythm.
Even on weekends, right?
Yes, big shifts, called social jet lag, can disrupt hormones.
So, rhythm, light, temperature, and routine, the pillars of better sleep.
And mindset, too. Anxiety is a major barrier. Racing thoughts keep the stress response active.
True. Techniques like 4-7-8 breathing or progressive relaxation help slow the nervous system.
Exactly. When exhalations are longer than inhalations, the parasympathetic system activates, the body's rest and digest mode.
It's fascinating how biology supports mindfulness.
Right. Mindfulness isn't mystical, it's physiological regulation.
And once the body relaxes, the mind follows.
That's why routines matter more than willpower. You can't force sleep, but you can invite it.
Beautifully said.
And let's not forget dreams, our nightly emotional workshop.
I love that phrase. During REM, the brain strengthens learning and integrates creativity.
Which is why artists, scientists, even engineers often get ideas after good rest.
So, in a sense, sleep is part of productivity, not opposed to it.
Absolutely. Rested minds innovate better.
You know what's interesting? Naps. Short naps can boost alertness and memory if timed right.
The sweet spot is about 20 minutes, long enough to refresh, but short enough to avoid grogginess.
And for shift workers or students, strategic naps can offset irregular schedules.
True. But nothing replaces full nighttime cycles. Each about 90 minutes, repeating 4 to 6 times.
That explains why waking mid-cycle feels rough.
Exactly. Apps that track sleep stages can help, but intuition works too.
Listen to your body. It knows.
Always. Sleep is feedback from biology saying, I've done enough for today.
And honoring that message restores everything: memory, emotion, immunity, creativity.
In the end, sleep isn't downtime. It's the most productive stillness we have.
I love that. Productive stillness.
Yeah, it's science reminding us that slowing down is part of surviving.
So tonight, maybe we can all give ourselves permission to rest. Not as escape, but as renewal.
Exactly. Because every good morning begins with a good night.
Here's to gentle nights, deep dreams, and brains that heal quietly while we drift.
Sleep well, everyone.